So then we actually have something that kind of falls right in the middle of between the Galco with the thumb brake right on the side and the Serpa and the Uncle Mike's. This is called Serpa holster. I actually like this for a few reasons. One, it's fully adjustable, so you can angle, tilt the gun forward, back, however you want to set it up. It's incredibly comfortable. This is actually more comfortable than the Uncle Mike's, hands down. It's not as concealable, which is why it's used a lot in law enforcement. This is actually an M&P 9L. As you can see, it sits very nicely in there. It's still concealable. As long as you have a loose shirt, you can still kind of get away with it. It does stick out a little bit more, so you are going to have more printing. You can see you can actually create more of a silhouette here. I don't like it as much. If you have a jacket over, it's great to hide it, but the problem is it is going to go ahead and print. Couple of nice things about this versus the Uncle Mike option I showed you. And keep in mind, this is an older Uncle Mike's one. This is just an example of a type of system. You can of course go to the website and look at different ones. One of the more popular law enforcement one is the Serpa. I actually don't like the Serpa that much. It's kind of a love-hate relationship I have with it. The Galco definitely is laced tighter, has a better printing as far as staying tighter. The thumb brake makes it easy. It makes it harder for someone to pull it off the front of it. And this whole system works without me having to have my finger anywhere near the trigger of the gun. So this is the thing I'm not too comfortable with on the Serpa. And there's been some reported incidences of the Serpa, and let me show you why. So the Serpa, the nice thing about it is it's better than just a regular lock-in system, because you can pull it and the gun's not going to go anywhere. My belt's on not quite as tight as it could be, but you're going to see that it's not going anywhere. So front brake, it's locked in there. To take it out, it's actually very simple. It's faster. Some people consider it faster than the Galco. Your finger rides along the side of it, which actually pushes in this button here, which unlocks the gun. And you push it back in to click it in, out. Downsides is sometimes under stress. So let me go ahead and do this. Under stress, you could accidentally do this, and there's been some incidences of this getting recorded. So I've pushed the button here to release it. Instead of my finger staying right under the slide, keeping that alignment perfect, I'm stressed out, I don't know what the situation is, my finger can actually come like this. And as you can see now, my finger is actually, I don't like my finger being this close to the trigger guard. That I have the option if someone's standing next to me. There's a couple options. One, I could possibly, if it's tilted out, shoot myself in my own thigh. As you can see straight down the line, I could actually shoot my own foot. Or if I'm actually angled on the side like this gun muzzle could be aiming at my partner or anyone else sitting next to me. So I could shoot an innocent bystander in his leg, thigh, or foot. However, speed-wise, it's an excellent option. I actually like these a lot for that reason. However, you do have to really train with it. There are a lot of people who buy a holster and never actually practice, pulling in and out of the holster. It's something you have to get very routine, so that's not something you have to think about. It's just something that instinctively happens. So that's how that one works. Another option is fanny pack. Fanny pack works pretty simple. You can stick the gun inside, and they're various different models. This isn't a particular endorsement to anyone. But the way they all work, they have some form of a rip cord where you can rip it and pull the gun out. Some people put it on the side, so they rip it and pull the gun out from the side. All sorts of different options. The nice thing about this is this will fit any form of a full-size handgun. Summertime, I actually like this. Sometimes, out here in Texas, we have 100-something degree multiple days in a row. Having any form of a holster or gun or anything pushing up against your skin can be very difficult to do. In the wintertime, I like to wear a t-shirt under a shirt and then actually sandwich the holster and gun between the two. You can't do that in 100-degree temperatures here in Texas. So what this allows me to do is I can wear any form of a t-shirt, whatever. I've got the fanny pack here, have my wallet and everything in here, and I can pull the gun out. Another nice option is if, for example, you are in a bad part of town, you're concerned, what I can actually do here is I'm at an ATM, I'm going to an ATM at night, I can keep my hand in this, and if need to, I could shoot straight through the bag. So I can actually have the gun, you know, I'm going to an ATM, using an ATM, keep my hand in here, whatever I'm doing, and feel I'm protecting myself. Leaving a shopping mall, maybe after a shopping mall's closed or someone's dropped me off or whatever, I can feel very secure that I still have my gun immediately in my hands, and it's just a matter of shooting through the bag or pulling the gun out of the bag. Last option I want to cover is the ankle holster. So what I've got here is a standard ankle holster system. This is just a generic one. I'm sure you can get a nicer brand ones. They range from 25, 30 bucks to 50 bucks on average. I'm sure you can get some more expensive ones for $100. This is a Glock 36 in a 45 cal. It's a single stack lock versus most of them are double stacks, but it does keep a very slim profile. This is nice, for example, if you've got to go out, wear a suit at night, maybe wear some slacks and just a white dress shirt. You can't keep your shirt untucked. However, I can actually keep the holstered gun in a pair of slacks and no one will actually notice when I'm sitting there at the table. Downside, of course, is it's much harder to get to your gun if it's on your ankle, but it is a lot easier to conceal. So if you do have an ankle carry, it's not something you're going to try to beat someone to the draw. It's more of something where you're going to take cover and get to your gun first. So you're trying to protect yourself with you know, getting someplace you can get to your gun and pulling the gun out to defend yourself or engage a target. So anyways, I wanted to go ahead and cover those various different holster options. Remember, you know, please visit us weekly at civiliantacticalweapons.com, where we actually have the weekly written article portions of all of our videos. And then also don't forget to check out the new storefront at civiliantacticalweapons.com/store. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.